Well, there is a driving logic behind this game. I want to read it.
Go ahead and read it. I'll transition over real soon. Just start
I just
reading
realized that I didn't know that we were transitioned yet, so I was like, nope, awkward pause. Now, Houseboat Girl Escape is a point-and-click escape game developed by Games Too Jolly Team. A girl was walking on a street to her place. Sounds familiar already. Someone suddenly hit her on the back of the head.
Oh, it's exactly
and
the
she
same.
collapsed. When she opened her eyes, she found that she was locked up in a houseboat and there was no one around her. She should fly away from there before the kidnapper arrives. Help her escape from that place ASAP by using the objects around. Good luck.
These people know how to use find and replace.
Yeah, that's their... I feel like they've built a widget or something where they can do that with like art assets somehow. And they just like hit a button and a machine goes, here's your Flash game. Here's today's game.
Okay. I think I am ready.
I also just think the concept of a houseboat is kind of funny. Like you're
in general.
you're just trapped on a houseboat.
That is, like, it is very odd.
Just dive over the side of the houseboat.
Like, because it's docked. It's not like out at sea.
Maybe this is going to take place mostly in the island, and then you like she's like you're locked in a room on the houseboat, and
that's probably a little.
Well, well. Anyway, we're in the race. I will save my existential questions for afterwards. But
we got a very realistic-looking bar.
It looks like we've got the number 3 pencil, a very rare pencil.
Certainly in the States.
Pie's got a slice of colors on it. There's a suspicious series of books on that shelf.
This looks involved. I feel this is going to be more of a 15-minute puzzle.
Oh, I'm already calling what the pencils are going to do. You're going to sharpen them because they have numbers on them, and they're going to be the levels.
Oh, that's a strong prediction.
I mean, it makes sense, so it's probably wrong, but...
Up, right, down, left.
It doesn't make that much sense, though, because you wouldn't know to sharpen them to the right distance unless you already knew.
Which, as we know in Jolly lore, sometimes you already know the answer. You just need to write it out.
You just need to be struck by this sudden inspiration. Basically, no one's really solved anything. Okay, here come the pencils.
Okay, so
you just you just needed to know the order to. Okay.
And there were snowflakes, which seems very relevant on a tropical island houseboat.
Yeah, that's why. If anyone caught, I think it was last night. Did we do Mars, or was that earlier this morning? Who knows? But at one point recently, we did Mars, and it was like legitimately well themed. Like everything made sense. This wine cellar makes no sense on a houseboat.
I think it's just more of like a bar.
It's also not a houseboat, it's a yacht.
Is this the same boat from both sides that we're seeing? Or are there two houseboats?
It's actually... they just cut two boats and put them side by side.
Because one of them's white on the bottom and the other's blue on the bottom. Alright, 4862 is being clued by this pump device thing.
I'm sorry, my commentary will get better once I get into a space where I realize that I don't have to be saying anything interesting or relevant. I was just coming from MT commentary, and so I need to back off there and start just saying things that make less sense, so I'll get there.
This strange device is one of 3 that goes on top of these plug circuit things.
No, the Jolly series very specifically does not let you brute force things. Well, so you have to have seen the clue from it, but some clues are environmental, and you might just have missed it but been on the screen. And in that case, the player could be brute forcing it, but technically wouldn't be by the game's rules. Yeah, those books are strong. Those books are something.
Haven't seen what puzzle they might correlate to yet.
Yeah.
I think I saw some like shields with the same colors, but I don't know. I don't know if they were shields. It was just a quick glance by like them clicking.
Yeah, there's 4 shields, and then on the opposite side of the boat, there's 4 colors. So I think those 2 things are related.
Much like English spelling, Jolly rules, are meant to be. They're more like guidelines.
Oh, the shield's giving you the order based off the number of these fleur-de-lis symbols or whatever they are. And I assume, I think this is one where the things disappear. So here's where the shield clue goes for on the bottom here. I say bottom, WhytePanther screen.
Oh, got it. That was kind of a pixel hunt thing.
The front of the boat, I guess, takes you into this bar when you click on it. Weird. Oh, there's just one sitting on a shelf. Amazing. Oh, there's no worse feeling than when the thing is already set to the letter and you click on it and have to click all the way around to get back.
If you're using any sort of human reasoning, everyone is inherently awful at these games. So I wouldn't say you would be awful, since I think humans would be awful at these by nature. You have to very much train yourself to do what doesn't make sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, eventually you just start moving your mouse over everything, and then it changes the icon, and so you know it's a clickable thing.
Yeah, these are actually created for Buddhist monks. So you can sort of step outside of yourself and learn a new form of reasoning.
Is that what we're all doing here today?
Yeah, I think this is probably just as valuable as learning a language.
Probably. I think you're probably right. This thing goes in this lamp.
Oh! That's weird.
And then it changed green, I guess.
That's really weird.
Where
Oh,
we come in
nice.
Next. The bows, or the arrows rather, are indicating the heights on a height lock, located here.
The
So sn0wd0zer, I think, has this, right?
yeah, those arrows might be one of the most ambiguous height clues I've ever seen.
Maybe. Here comes the pie wheel. And we're getting a brute force on this left-right puzzle from WhytePanther now.
I don't
Pain
think
in
they're
the
gonna
neck.
get there, though.
These are the levers above in the bar, in an order that kind of
Those are in a
spirals
row.
around. Yeah, there's a very small spiral drawn on the piece of paper to show you the order
It's-
to
it's-
go.
Oh.
It's so inconsistent when like they give you those. Because sometimes they have them all little. They have them all 5 in a row sometimes, and then other times they'll just. I should stop trying to understand these.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
that's it.
I think that's it. Yep.
Wow.
Jolly escape.
At least it was a houseboat girl at this point.
What do you mean? At least it was.
Oh, because in another one with an identical story to this, it talked about a girl and it was a boy that you saved. It was a totally different person. And
I feel
the thing was
justified
called
now.
Courageous
I feel
Boy
justified.
Escape.
I feel justified when I did my escape.
Yeah. No, I just it wasn't what your performance wasn't really worth criticism. It was just a really solid joke. I'm still pretty satisfied with it.
No, I don't remember if this is the third one of these that WhytePanther's looking for. Yes, it is.
Speaking of Amiga, you could probably spell Amiga with that amazing line.
I think you could. Find the boy's Amiga Teddy. Oh, for anyone who doesn't know, that's a reference to one of the Jolly games called Find the Boy's Amigo Teddy. 1 and 2.
Both players went to these circles as a sort of left-right thing. Actually, I don't remember sn0wd0zer ever actually using those, now that I think about it.
Oh, it was just the boy's Amigo Teddy? My mistake. I'm sorry that I would ever give that sort of impression. This might be the smallest Jolly race we've had. There's actually only the racers in this race. Normally we have so much more Jolly activity.
There were just so many races going on today.
I know, it's been a very full day.
Yeah, the races started at, what, 12? I want to say, or 1? One of those two.
1 Eastern.
I do not remember seeing this bow and arrow puzzle, but...
It's because sn0wd0zer just blew through it so quickly.
Yeah, it's the answers to the height puzzle, is why you don't remember it, probably. If you didn't catch that, it's very...
Yeah,
I don't like the clue. WhytePanther got there, though.
With how efficient some of our escapees are, what are we calling ourselves? The jolly escapers?
It's a good question.
Whatever, like some of these
Jolly
racers
maniacs?
are so efficient in their like clicking and just like seeing what the answer is to the puzzles, like to the solutions, that it is a blink and you miss solution sometimes.
Yeah, I think maybe my favorite... Eco Jazz was a very, very fast clicker, as was that one guy.
WhytePanther just needed one click in order to solve the lever puzzle.
It's great.
Hey, if you can efficiently set up your solutions that you didn't know.
Oh, right. This was the final puzzle. How did I forget the big climax of Houseboat Girl Escape?
It happens to the best of us.
And there it is. I don't think that's a
here we
bad
are.
time at all. For a longer puzzle, 10 minutes is kind of like what I'm expecting / aiming for.
Yeah. And there actually was quite a bit going on there. It wasn't... there's some that are more expansive, but there was a lot in each room.
Okay, now that this race is over, I remember what my existential crisis moment about these escapes are. I never understand who we are as the protagonist in these. Are we actually the person who needs to be escaped, or are we like an outsider who is helping?
I think we absolutely aren't the person who needs help escaping. They're always in a room. It can't possibly, unless they're all astral projecting.
I mean, but there was that one, like the selfie boy escape, or whatever, the one where like the boy had to take a selfie in order to leave his house.
We had access to the outside. We put the selfie in the outside, and then he left. We got him the phone? I think...
But he printed it out.
We
Yeah,
printed
like,
it out.
Did he reach through,
No, we printed it out.
We printed it out. I think,
But then
I
we
think,
were in the house with him, though.
Yes, and we
Yes.
could freely leave. I think that we're part of an organization,
Of ghosts.
perhaps magical, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to rule it out, that helps people when they're in a jam. And
my
perhaps
God.
we just go where we're called.
Like,
It's like you can feel it out.
like wishing, like we manage people's cries for help. Like it just comes to us
Yeah, like an angel.
on a star.
So this is like we're like quantum leaping into these escape scenarios as a
Yeah.
ghost.
You're in like your office, and you're like using your computer to like click into this situation. No, I guess you could just physically like get on a rocket or whatever and go into this world. Who knows how ghosts travel? Fort Soldier Rescue 2. It's the sequel to
Oh,
one
sn0wd0zer's
that I
played it.
raced, I think.
Is that the first redraw?
Okay, Hamstray in chat does make a good point. Sometimes we do have to give ourselves the solutions. So it isn't just one person, like in this organization. It is multiple people helping out. So someone is dispatched to the location while another person is like on call. Again, I think way too hard in these situations.
Yeah, this one's not panning out in an interesting way. A ghost force that answers people's wishes is cool.
I mean, I'm
the
behind
chain
that.
of command on the ghost force I'm less interested in.
Well, see, here's the thing. I like how when using this reasoning, you get like why some of them are more high stakes than others. Like certainly some people are going to be wishing for very important things, but some people are not. Things like find the defense binocular, or the time that we had to wash Mr. Rich's jacket. That was one. There was just some guy named Mr. Rich, and we had to wash his jacket in a washing machine.
And then you have the stressful ones like car in dilapidated area.
Yeah.
And so these wishes get sorted. There's like probably a color system where they come in where it's like, oh man, we got a code red wish. The evil businessman faction is at it again. They've kidnapped another child of a rival businessman, and that one gets a high priority. And they send their best ghost escaper.
All right, so we got our next one.
Yeah, I've transitioned.
Not yet?
No, I have.
I would like to... Oh, okay. So we have Forest Hut Escape. Forest Hut Escape is another point-and-click escape game developed by Games Too Jolly team. There is a dense forest in a lonely, vast land. In that, a tribe was living in a hut. He went out for collecting food, and there he encountered a danger in the form of a tiger. He ran away from that temporary hut. Temporarily, but soon it will catch him. You need to help him get into his hut before the tiger finds him. Good luck. So yeah, this is an escape game, not an escape game.
We'll see what that means once the players get into the race. They're starting to ready up. I imagine this means there's a tiger somewhere.
I think you need to get him into his hut before the tiger catches him, yeah. So he somehow lost his key running away from this tiger. Whoa. I mean, I don't even think the tiger is going to appear. That's my hot take here.
These fish are moving real weird, but they've got colors on them.
Oh no. That's not what fish do.
It's like a salmon jumping up, but like...
That's a height salmon color.
I think it is. I think that's a height yeah, that's a height puzzle.
Oh, wow. That is the best height puzzle I've ever seen.
It's a little different than a normal height puzzle. There's only 3 and not 4.
And also they're fish. They're live, living fish jumping into the air. Also that.
I've never seen an animated icon in your inventory.
Oh yeah, look at that bee.
Oh, it's a pest.
No, that's a pest.
Oh, I thought that was a door to like a barrel, like a mouse pub underneath the barrel when it first got revealed, but it's just a piece of paper. There was like an arrow, like a sign, like come in.
Oh, a mouse pub.
Yeah.
I thought you said a mouse hub.
A mouse place to go get a drink.
I got it. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, good.
I mean, technically, they're the same thing. Like a pub can be a hub,
and regularly is, in fact.
Oh, okay. That's a penguin. Click the penguin. Why is it not? Why?
Inventory full.
What? Do you need to like cut the penguin free from a flower?
You do have a big old cleaver. What's that cleaver gonna be for? That's...
Oh no!
I'm $10. No, well not. But hypothetical $10 that cleaver's to shave a deli slice off of one of these barrels.
Bucks have no. You have to bet points. Bet points.
Yeah, 10 points.
What happened? He put the bee on the flower, then picked the bee back up? Did the bee pollinate the flower and now it's different? But I didn't see it change, really.
Oh, what
This
if
is-
it, like, you have
this
to
has some
dip the
arbitrary
bee
stuff.
on a bunch of flowers to get colors for that cross puzzle?
This is wild.
Oh
And
my
what is?
gosh.
Oh, this is. You just need to see the penguins and say where they are. Okay.
That makes so much sense. Well, it's just like we were talking about American coins with the 4 colors extolling the 4 American virtues. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Canadian coins do have penguins on the back. Is that correct?
One of them has penguins on the front.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I was totally bullshitting. I had no idea that I was saying even a half-truth.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
Antarctica. They got penguins on their coins.
Yeah, because there aren't penguins up north, right? Only in Antarctica.
Yeah, it's not. They're not in Canada.
Penguins don't exist anywhere else.
Now I'm losing my mind because penguins are not Canadian. So I'm like, there's no penguins on the front of her.
Yeah, that's super
Let me
weird.
just-
There aren't any up north at all. They're only at the South Pole.
No, it's just a polar bear. It's when you flip it upside down, it looks like penguins on a rock. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. The cool little party trick.
Yeah. It was cool when we first introduced our $2 coin like 20 years ago.
Have any of them done the height puzzle with the fish?
No.
Oh,
All right,
man, that was
there's
so
a red
obvious to
penguin.
us.
That penguin was hiding in the woodblock.
And you just
Flower
use a big
gone.
old cleaver to cut the... He's got it wrong. The blue one is coin.
Yeah, this is correct now for sn0wd0zer, but I don't think sn0wd0zer has actually found the barrel penguin.
Got it. Does that...
I
No,
don't-
yeah, they
almost-
did. Because they have the no.
Do you have to click in on the little pink penguin? Oh, here comes the height puzzle.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
And they have a lot of things in their inventory.
Yeah, they sure do.
Oh, whoops. What am I doing? I'm still doing OC Remix. So sorry, everybody.
There's nothing to apologize for.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
Whoa, this thing is spinning around all crazy.
What?
I missed what happened there, but now it's revealing symbol. Like it has colors,
It's called, and then you click it again and it gives you symbols.
and so those symbols relate to those colors.
What's the point of it spinning?
Wait, or is it just cluing two separate puzzles? There's colors in a cross shape and symbols in a cross shape.
This has a very, this music has a very, like, jungle vibe.
Sure. It's a success in that regard.
Yeah.
Have we seen a hut yet? There it is.
We've seen the hut. We've seen no tiger, though.
The bee's legs
I
picked
said
up
that!
the print on the flower.
I called that.
Wow.
I called that.
Oh, wow. What a puzzle. What a puzzle, folks.
sn0wd0zer is closing in on the
4 out of
finish
5
now.
masks agree. 5 masks can open a door.
Still doesn't know what's going on with these penguins. Oh, didn't find the green penguin, actually. This was the thing, I think. It's right there. It's in the flowers. No.
You
There
just
we
gotta
go.
click it. There it is.
There we go. Okay. Now sn0wd0zer's going straight to the penguins. It says, I know all about these penguins.
I mean, that's what I do whenever I go to a zoo. Straight to the penguins.
It's true. Penguins
Steel
are
rod
steel rod.
to
It looked like a
leverage the
spring.
bottom of the hook.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, we need some kind of weight on the
Cutter?
other end.
But it already was up the other way.
So I think See, this button clues the color lock up top, but then it also gives you these symbols,
But
which
what
I
are
think
the
is just 2 separate puzzles.
Oh, and there's the weight with the treasure that
Final
holds
mask.
Oh, we must be a little behind on sn0wd0zer stream. There it is, Jolly Escape.
Very quick and efficient, barely got held up on anything. Just a bit of a penguin hunt. Recognized the bee was collecting colors from the flower.
To draw on the paper. That's like an actual like adventure game puzzle. I could see that in like an actual 90s point and click game.
The concept of it, the fact that the bees would just happen to land on all the right colors and that those colors would happen to matter is still very dumb.
Maurice, that's a pretty good point. But let me counter with this. You're escaping from the outside into shelter.
It sounds more like my alley. No tiger. I'm starting to think maybe this guy made this tiger thing up. I think he locked himself out of his own house and is too embarrassed to admit it.
Or maybe he has a crush on one of the Ghost Force like rescuers, and just like, oh no, I'm trapped. Just to see like, hey, it's
so they know about the ghost. Like this is just a known quantity in this world. They're like, oh yeah, you know, if you get into trouble, and then the Ghost Force will bail you out.
I feel like it's got like that Justice League kind of feel to it. Like they're aware the Justice League is a thing. I feel like in that universe. So I feel like they'd be aware of Ghost Force being a thing.
This is the first time I've seen a white dot instead of a dark dot indicate where you need to dig with a shovel. No, that seemed like a good place to use those cutters. The weight reveals the box. The box has the mask. Is this the final mask for WhytePanther, though? Yes, it is. Jolly escape? A good performance overall, but just outdone a little bit by sn0wd0zer, who just went way too fast.
Who is going on to face Godva in Winners 2? I think so far only one person, has left the tournament. And that's Hopscotch. Holding on to that record for a long time.
Hopscotch took first place in Jolly Escape tournament. You have to give them credit.
Alright, I see WhytePanther in the waiting room. I'm gonna go ahead and pull him in.
Sure.